I want to give you this gift. I want you to be my first.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for terrible films from cinematic legends. Potential spoilers ahead.
How to get burned? How to get burned? How to get burned? How to get burned?
I don't know!
Number 10, Batman and Robin, Arnold Schwarzenegger and George Clooney.
Hey, freeze. The heat is on.
For this comic book adventure, an A-list cast assembles to wear ridiculous costumes and fight each other. Unfortunately, stars like Arnold Schwarzenegger and George Clooney can't save this over-the-top production. The former actor plays Mr. Freeze in a role that includes some of the corniest one-liners ever.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
Clooney isn't given much of a chance to shine either, dealing with a crazy bat suit, ice skates, and a bat credit card. Every step of the way, director Joel Schumacher only leans into the sillier aspects of the superhero universe. Even with the other misfires in their catalogs, neither man has ever been in anything else this awful.
I actually thought I destroyed the franchise until they brought it back.
Somebody else brought it back years later and changed it. But, I thought at the time this was going to be a very good career move. It wasn't.
Number 9, Dolittle, Robert Downey Jr.
We've no choice but to embark on this perilous journey to obtain the fruit of the Eden tree.
After a decade as Tony Stark, the veteran actor tried to follow up his Marvel success with another potential blockbuster. The result was a highly questionable adaptation of the Dr. Dolittle story. Although it survived a number of production setbacks, the movie ultimately might have been better off not seeing the light of day. The star mostly acts opposite a bunch of CGI animals and tries to provide some family-friendly adventures.
You rise to the occasion. Huh? You're stronger than you know. Now remember, courage is not the absence of fear.
Wait! You got cut off! I can't hear you!
Along with focusing more on goofy action sequences, the film doesn't allow for Downey Jr.'s quippy energy to let loose. You could easily change out any performer for this role, and it would still be a failure.
You were right, I suppose. It is nice to get out to the house every once in a while. Stubbins, Minnie, enough. We have far less important places to be.
Number 8, Garfield the movie, Bill Murray. While he wasn't a terrible choice for the iconic feline, Bill Murray also wasn't enough to make this comedy worthwhile. His comedic brilliance feels lost in the film with a subpar, unfunny script.
Come to Papa, baby.
I can see everything. I can see my house.
Got milk?
Murray has been open about the misunderstanding that led him to be cast. He took the part without reading the script, thinking it had been written by a different writer.
I'll catch up with you. It's probably just a mild concussion or a skull fracture. Maybe I'll get a CAT scan.
He has also referenced the project as a major regret in his career. If there was any consolation in him becoming the Orange Cat, he ended up turning it into a hilarious joke in Zombieland.
So do you have any regrets?
Garfield, maybe?
Number 7, Righteous Kill, Al Pacino and Robert De Niro.
My name is David Fisk, detective first grade. I've been a cop in the NYPD for over 30 years.
After sharing the screen in Heat, these two legends joined forces for a lesser crime drama. This ultimately feels like a project that begins and ends with the decision to cast Al Pacino and Robert De Niro.
He ain't talking, eh? Real name Robert Brady.
Bobby Brady. Damn shame.
What are you thinking, Marsha, Greg?
Trying to break the mold with a tricky plot, Righteous Kill can't come together in any meaningful way. The stars partner up as NYPD detectives, but they don't have the right material to work with or the drive to elevate it. The serial killer plot also feels a bit hokey for these two icons.
What's your plan? You gonna arrest me? You gonna take me down to the precinct, book me, fingerprint me?
We almost entirely forgot about this movie, and we wouldn't be surprised if Pacino and De Niro did as well. Number 6, Catwoman, Halle Berry.
You boys thought you could come in here and steal all these beautiful things? What a perfect idea.
Not long after the star won an Oscar, she decided to try her hand at the superhero genre. Nobody expected that the film she chose would be this bad. Catwoman is a fever dream of a movie with incomprehensible action sequences and bizarre choices from Berry herself. In scenes like the flirtatious basketball game, everything feels out of place, including the lead performer. She also faces off against Sharon Stone's villain, but by that point, the entire plot has flown off the rails. It's a film that will test your motion sickness while making you wonder if Berry fired her agent after production. Number 5, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, Sylvester Stallone.
So tell me, who are you calling? Because it sure as hell wasn't me.
I was calling my mom.
After playing so many action heroes, Stallone dipped his toes into the comedy world. This could have been a great change-up for his career, but it instead resulted in Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Go ahead. Make your bed.
He partners up with Estelle Getty for a buddy film that's as cliche as it is unfunny. In some action sequences, viewers might even feel secondhand embarrassment for the actor.
Mommy's gotta change you.
Mommy, I don't want to be changed.
I've gotta change you.
With a tacky story and easy jokes, this cop movie becomes a parody of itself. Critics attacked the project as one of the worst in the Rocky performer's filmography. When asked about it later, Stallone said himself that it was a serious regret. Number 4, The Island of Dr. Moreau, Marlon Brando.
Don't you feel the heat? As I do. I can't tolerate the sun and what it's doing to me and what it's doing to all of us, of all life on Earth.
Often considered among the most inspirational actors of his generation, Brando won 2 Oscars for his iconic work in classic films.
Let me say that I swear on the souls of my grandchildren that I will not be the one to break the peace we've made here today.
All he earned for The Island of Dr. Moreau was a Razzie for his performance. The troubled movie tries to adapt H.G. Wells' story, but the results are bizarre and sometimes distressing. Brando brings unintentional comedy to this unfortunate experience.
I just thought I heard someone stirring about down here, and I thought I'd come and have a look. You know, I did hear it rather late today, but I heard. Would you like a biscuit?
One can only imagine the conversations that took place on set, as everyone involved tried to justify the creative choices that were made. The film even spawned its own documentary detailing the famously troubled production.
This is all insane. I'm getting paid. You're getting paid. None of the scripts make any sense, so why worry?
Number 3, The Wicker Man, Nicolas Cage. Much has been said about this remake of the 1970s horror classic. Most of it comes down to Nicolas Cage's over-the-top performance, which carries this mediocre story into another level of absurdity. He's trying to investigate a mysterious island and stumbles onto a murderous cult.
Why don't you tell me Rome was a part of all this? Huh? The rituals.
I don't know.
Well, try, because I'm out there bouncing around in circles and I can use a little help.
This plot allows for plenty of outrageous Cage moments, including one scene in which he dresses up like a bear. He ends up being the Islanders' victim in a wild scene for the history books.
No, not the beast! Not the beast! Ah! Oh, my eyes! My eyes! Ah! Ah!
Even though Cage is known for crazy performances, he barely manages to make this movie so bad it's good. Number 2, Cats, Judi Dench.
My legs may be tottery, I must go slow and be careful of old Deuteronomy.
A nightmare from start to finish, this adaptation of the stage musical can't be unseen. The Jellicle Cats all welcome young Victoria into their ranks and spend most of the runtime introducing themselves. This includes an appearance from Judi Dench as Old Deuteronomy.
Jellicles dry between their toes. Jellicle cats are white and black. Jellicle cats are of moderate size. Jellicles jump like a jumping jack.
Unfortunately, the esteemed actor doesn't get to show off her dramatic talents in this film. She's mostly relegated to being another performer poorly mixed in with some terrifying CGI.
The moments of happiness. We had the experience, but missed the meaning.
There's more than a few stars in this that suffer the same fate, including career low points for Idris Elba and Ian McKellen. You start to feel bad that these otherwise celebrated actors were left to look and sound so terrible. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few dishonorable mentions. All About Steve, Sandra Bullock. The beloved star becomes an unlikable stalker in a Razzie-winning performance.
Oh! Hey!
Hi!
Hey! Oh, how are you? Hey!
Good, surprise!
Yeah, yeah. Look at you, here.
Sorry it took me so long.
It did, it did.
Pinocchio, Tom Hanks. Everybody's favorite actor stars as Geppetto in an unnecessary retread of classic material.
You're a boy made out of pine. Pinocchio. Pine, Occhio, Pinocchio. What? Pinocchio.
Norbit, Eddie Murphy. The comedy legend stretches himself too thin in a career low point.
That scientifically proved that you was adjusting my seat.
That's not science.
It is, and just let it go.
It's not science.
I said let it go.
I'm just taking
science, goddammit.
Geely, Ben Affleck. This rom-com vehicle for Affleck and J-Lo wasn't very funny or romantic.
I just took a one-bedroom in the front, and I've been waiting all day for the phone company to come hook me up, but, you know.
Yes, that's just kind of a bad,
It'll only take a second, I promise. You know, it's probably a local call.
The Mummy, Tom Cruise. Not even this action star can outrun the lackluster effects and plot.
Somewhere in there, fighting to get out, is a good man.
You don't know that.
I do.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, movie 43, Almost Everyone.
Jen, my mom says hi.
Hello, Jen.
Hello, Mrs. Miller. I'm the pretty girl. She is.
A series of unrelated skits make up this comedy anthology. Testing the limits of comedic writing and good taste, almost every performer feels left out to dry by this project.
Neil.
Veronica,
Neil. You look pale.
you look pregnant.
You look like you slept in a soup kitchen urinal.
Many stars such as Hugh Jackman and Kate Winslet seem completely out of place in their respective scenes. Richard Gere, Kate Bosworth, and Anna Faris don't fare much better. In fact, nobody involved feels like they were properly cast for their segments, which often involve the raunchiest premises. It's no secret that many people involved disliked the final product and wish they never done it in the first place. By the end, you'll wonder if any of them were blackmailed into being there.
Basil pissed all over me.
Oh, no, he just sprayed you. Yeah, it's something male cats do sometimes. It means he likes you.
Did we forget another all-time low for a legendary performer? Let us know in the comments below.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.